Good morning, Miss Guider and Miss Ricardo's class. Today is the first day of our e-learning experience. Remember last week we had our Preparing for Success week where you guys completed our scavenger hunts. So this week is really the first week we're actually getting to our learning. So today I'm going to show you guys how we're going to set up our math notebook and things that are going to help us for it. So the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to get one notebook, and we're going to use this one notebook for both math and science. So what I did is I took a post-it and I put it in the front of my book, and then I took a second post-it that says science and I put it about halfway through. That way I'm going to have half of my notebook for math and the other half for science, and that's going to be a good amount for me. Now on the very first page I have a link. Now parents, if you type this in, or kids, if you type this in, it's all one link. There's no spaces, and if you go to it, it brings you to a Pinterest group or a Pinterest board that has just second grade anchor charts that are super duper helpful. A couple of charts that I would suggest on those 2 pages are measurement, which is the unit we're going to be starting this week, and then addition and subtraction with regrouping, which is what we just finished. Now if you look on that page, you can print it out and you can glue it in your notebook. Feel free to print and just take a little glue stick and glue it right into the next page, and that way you guys can be able to look back and forth. You know, normally we have our anchor charts posted in our classroom, so our kids love to look at them, and it's very helpful. So if you want to go up to this page and find, I believe there are 2 on measurement, those would be the 2 most beneficial to kids right now. Alright, so what I'm going to do when I start my notebook, I'm going to go to my very next page. You don't have to write on the back. If you want to write on the back, you can, but I'm just going to go right here, so guys, feel free to do that. Now, I'm going to tell you, it is super duper extra major, wonderfully, amazingly important that you guys, very first thing you do, write your name. So at the very top, I'm going to write my name, Miss Ricardo. Because for some of your assignments, your parents are going to take a picture and you're going to send it in to us. So the very first thing I want to see at the top is your name. And I'm going to put the date because that's a good habit to have. So the date today is March 30th. So I'm going to put 3/3/20. Alright, and what we're going to do in our notebook is we're going to do a little review of our addition strategies. So I'm going to put right in here Now we have this in our actual math notebook in class, but I think this is something that is very important that we have with us. So guys, you can show your parents this and it will be very, very helpful, because sometimes you show them and they don't understand, so sometimes you have to be the teacher too. Alright, so our very first strategy is drawing a model. Can you see that? Yes. Draw. And this is our HTO chart. So for this problem, let's do 265 plus 129. And I'm going to use this problem for all of our strategies. That way you can see the same problem but done different ways. So the very first thing I'm going to do is draw my HTO chart. And guys, notice I'm using marker. I would probably suggest that you use pencil. It's just easier for you to see when I use marker. So first I'm going to draw 265. So I'm going to draw my 200s, my 6 10s, and my 5 ones. Notice I'm keeping them nice and neat and in a line. Now I'm going to draw 129, so I'm going to draw 100, 2 10s, and 9 ones. Okie dokie. So now I'm going to start adding in the ones place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Except, can I have 14 ones in the ones place, guys? No. How many ones can I have in the ones place? I can only have 9 or less. If I have more than 10, I have to regroup. So I'm going to count 10 ones, and I'm going to circle them. I'm going to draw my arrow over to the 10s. I'm going to cross these ones out, and I'm going to regroup them and turn them into a 10. So now I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 10s. And I have 1, 2, 3 hundreds. So I have 394. My next strategy I'm going to do is an open number line. Open number lines are awesome because you get to be super duper flexible with them. So if you want to jump a certain way, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to jump one way, and maybe you would do that, maybe you would do it a little different. Up to you. Potato, potato, as long as you get the right answer. So first, I'm going to start at 265. Now, I'm adding 129 to 265. So first, I'm going to start with my biggest jumps. So I'm going to go with one big jump of 100. And I'm going to write plus 100. So 265 plus 100 is 365. All right, now I'm going to add my 10, so I'm adding 20. Now I can add 20 in my head to this, so I'm just going to do 20 in one jump. Plus 20. But maybe that's kind of too much for you and you want to do plus 10 plus 10. Also totally fine. So 365 plus 20 is 385. All right, now last, I'm going to add 9. Now, I can either do that a few ways. I can either do a jump of 5 to get me to 390 plus 4 more, or I could do 9 jumps of 1. I'm going to do 9 jumps of 1 just to review. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 9. Now I'm going to add 386, 87, 89, 88, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. So that gets me to 394. Easy. All right. My next strategy I'm going to use is expanded form. An expanded form is when we stretch it out by place value. So I'm going to do 265. Whoops. If you guys make a mistake, that's okay. Cross it out, erase it, move on. Plus 129. So to do expanded form, I like to label my spot so it's nice and neat. So I'm going to stretch out 265. And 265, it is 200 plus 60 plus 5. In 129, it's 100 plus 20 plus 9. Then I'm going to add my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. So first, I have 5 plus 9 is 14. 60 plus 20 is 80. And 200 plus 100 is 300. So you can either do mental math and add these in your head or off to the side. You can just write 300 plus 80 plus 14 to find your answer of 394. And our very last strategy, which is the one I think our parents love the most, is our traditional algorithm. And traditional algorithm is when we just write it vertically and regroup. So all I'm going to do for that one is I'm going to draw or write 265 plus 129. 5 plus 9 is, you guessed it, 14, or you didn't guess it, you know it. I'm going to put the 4 down in the ones place. I'm going to regroup that 10. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 2 plus 1 is 3. And there we go. Stay tuned for a lesson on measurement, friends. See you later.